Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. Today in War Thunder we have quite a nice special announcement. The mines are now coming to the game in the form of the VS8, a German gift vehicle, I suppose you'd call it right now. But before we get into that, I just want to show you a server update, which we've already talked about, but, just to let you know that it now is in effect. So, the changes we talked about maybe a few days ago about the naval that was happening, the changes in where stuff is going to be implemented, in the research trees, and also different BRs, well, they now have been implemented. So, if you are wondering why, you have situations such as, let's say, if you go to the German tree, you have situations like this now, where you have access to Type 1924, but you have to research the VS10. That is why. So they've changed around some of the stuff. They've also changed around some of the BRs, such as the PR159 has swapped with the fronts. So, they have implemented those changes now. Make sure that you read them, make sure that you go through them. If you need any help with them, I'll put a link to the video that we go through them I'll put it in a pinned comment for you guys. Right, so let's get on to the main story. The Minefields are now ahead with the VS8, and they've actually done something kind of cool here. Done it in an event style instead of just a premium way. When they announced the VS8, one of the things that they talked about was making it a premium so people could buy it to test out the mechanics. Now, I think they've actually done it in a much better way. I think it still can be improved, but I think it's still good. It's better than just making it a premium. So let's go through it. Insidious traps, equally dangerous for fast boats and for huge cruisers. Naval Mines. Today, War Thunder commanders have a chance to learn more about a potential enemy weapon. This is the first appearance of Naval Mines in War Thunder. In using the VS8 Shell 1, you will help us test the mechanics of mines in real battles. So, let's go through how you get your hands on the VS8, because this is available to everybody. Basically, what you have to do is just win 7 times with a battle activity of 50% or higher in naval battles whilst controlling a ship, and get a 24-hour rental for the mine layer hydrofoil VS8 Shell 1. So all you have to do is basically just play the game. And the way that you track this, obviously this is the Shell 1. I'm sure I'm saying it wrong, I apologize. But if you go to your profile, if you go to achievements, and then go to achievements again, go to special, what you can find here is the rented VS8 Shell 1. So as you can see, you can use just a reserve boat, reserve boat to do this. There isn't any requirements for rank, there isn't any requirements for BR. It's literally, even if you've never played ships before, but you want to try this cool, interesting new mechanic, all you have to do is go to this page here, and you can see how many missions you've won. Win 7 missions with battle activity 50%, and Bob's your uncle. You get access to the VS8 for 24 hours. As you can see, I did it about 50 minutes ago. I wanted to make sure to get it for you before doing this video, just so I could show you what it looks like. And then later on today, we'll do a more in-depth review of the VS8 and my general opinions on the mines. So, all of the stuff which should be key for a bunch of people. So any RP and SL earned during the use of the VS8 will not be reset after the rental is finished, so you don't have to worry about that. It's not a CBT scenario, it's just a scenario as in you get to test this out. Now, let's talk about the fact that you get access to it for 24 hours, because this seems to be a thing that a lot of people are getting hung up on, and why, I'll give my general opinions on it. So you can only receive the VS8 for rental once, so if you complete it in this period, between the 15th of November and the 19th of November, twice, you can only get it once. So whenever you research it, you will get it for a 24-hour period, and that is it. Once it's gone, it's gone. Now, I would have actually changed this. I think it would have been a better way of doing it, but we'll go through those in a bit. The way they talked about this boat in a Q&A a while back is that what they were going to do is just make it premium, and since it would be premium, it would be able to get tested out by the people who bought it, and therefore it would be in a limited testing state. Well, for now, when I look at the new system that they've employed, where you can do a task and then get it for about a day, I think this is a much better system. What this does is, instead of just rewarding people who have the GE to spend on it or the money to spend on it, it rewards people who have played Naval Forces or want to play Naval Forces and want to try it out. So instead of people just buying it and then just keeping it and not playing it, now people are kind of forced to, once they have unlocked it, to play it and try it out. I think it's a much, much better system to get a good, controlled analysis of it over a small period of time. Now, what would I change to this system to actually make it more viable for the general person? For me, instead of just limiting it to 24 hours of use, what I would say is, during the time of this event, whenever you unlock it, you keep it until the end of said event. What this means is people have more time once they've unlocked it to actually play it, instead of being forced to play it in a 24-hour period. Now, to get 7 wins, I mean, if we look today, I actually got pretty lucky. So you can see I only had 1 loss in my 8 games. Everything else, went pretty well. So it took me about maybe an hour and a half to get this thing. But for others, I'm guessing around the 3-hour mark or 2.5-hour mark. So you've got that plus the 24 hours to try it out. I think personally, I would extend the test drive period, because the thing is, even though this thing has premium, it has a talisman on it, so when you get it, it's what you could do is take off the talisman and just make it a gift vehicle for now. So if you're worried about people, grinding through the trees too quick with it, then just take off the talisman, let people test it, let people have fun with it. But it is nice that, we have it. It is a 3.0, so you can run it with the AFD-1 and the VS-10 if you want to, or the AFD-3, really up to you. Unfortunately, I don't have those ships, and what I'm going to do later, as I said, is do a full review on the whole thing, just looking at stuff. So, rank 2, battle rating 3.0. If you look at the armor of it, there is no protection. It is a hydrofoil though, so there is that to look forward to, and also the mines are the main thing on the back. So EMC Naval Contact Mines, 300 kilograms, 435 kilos of TNT equivalent. If you want to have a look at the amount of crew it has 22 crew, and it has 2 massive engines, so they should be easy to take out. 4 15mm guns on the top, and plus, obviously, all the mines on the back. Something to also note, once you get this vehicle, is it is worth going to your controls and going here. So this is the button for mines. Now the problem is right now, as I'll show you, is that button does not correspond to what it actually should be. So let's just do a test cell right now. Make sure that you load them as a secondary weapon, otherwise you'll be sat in a position where you've kind of forgotten them. But remember, these mines, if you go to this here, if you click on this link, it will actually take you back to the original dev blog on them. These mines will only last for about 2 minutes, so that is something to take into account. So here we go. One of the problems right now with the mines is, as you can see, it's set to X on my controls, but in the game it is set to Z. So it's actually set to my depth charge button. Now, I don't know why this is. I'm not sure if it's a bug or if it's a problem that they're trying to sort out, or maybe it's something where I have to change my controls. But this is the premium boat that you can get your hands on for a limited period. As you can see, the actual mine thing, where you actually chuck the mines off the back, the rails which it sits on, they work very smoothly. Which looks beautiful, and as I said earlier, I will be doing a full review on this later on while I've got the hang of it, because right now it's just a scenario of trying to get used to it, trying to see what's going on, making sure that the mines work properly. It also has access to 15mm, which can be very deadly, especially now that they changed them so they have full ammunition in one shot. Full ammunition in one clip. Also, being a hydrofoil is kind of interesting. It means that you can maneuver a little bit better. It's got a lot going for it, this machine. A lot of new mechanics, and if you haven't used the Hydra 4 yet, you can definitely use it to work out how that works as well. So let's talk about the mines themselves. One of the things I was wondering is if you can blow them up with guns, and yes, you can. Another thing is when it comes to friendly units, or at least yourself in a test drive scenario, if you run over the mine, it doesn't do anything to you. So it's exactly the same as how torpedoes work in the game. You can't mine your own allies, but your allies will blow up the mines. So the allies can and will blow up your mines and destroy it. For me, the way I see it is they only detect when you are very, very close to them. As you can see, we're maybe 20 meters away, and they are undetectable. And these are when they're in their most visible state. So it's going to be interesting to see how these work. I'm definitely going to be having fun with them over the day. Overall, I'm happy with the system that they've implemented to test this new mechanic. I'm guessing afterwards, in a few days, they'll actually make this thing its premium vehicle and do it for GE. But see, this is like an extended test drive for that premium. And I'm sure in the weeks or months to come, we'll also see mines coming from other nations as well. Overall, I'm very happy with the way that they've done this. I would personally just extend the trial period until the end of the event itself, but overall, a much better system than just selling premiums with different mechanics. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.